This is Jason Zhang from COSA. Today, this is our honor to have KS Pan, the CEO at Phison, here with us. KS will share current updates on outlook of both NAND flash industry and market and the Phison itself. After that, we will open the floor for Q&A section. Now, let me turn this call over to KS. KS, please go ahead.
Yeah, thanks, Jason. Thanks everyone to join our Phison's CQ3's earnings call. Okay, since this quarter we host only one section, so in some portion I will give both language, English and Chinese, to make sure not any misunderstanding of my statement. Okay. This is our CQ3's our revenue breakdown. In this chart, you can see consumer still, to be honest, CQ3 and CQ4 consumer is still weak in demand. You can look for the whole industry, PC, IoT, smartphone is kind of weak. But at least this business-wise, we keep our best to keep our share. But in controller-wise, we still keep flat on our controller revenue, and CQ4 we can see some PC OEM increase their portion in the controllers. Industry-wise, since you can look industry actually weak for the other 4 quarters, recently industrial demand is slightly back. Gaming is very ugly, reflect to the consumer inflection. So gaming we almost drop only like 1/4 of the 4 quarters ago's revenue. And enterprise, since we invest a lot, we're cooking a lot. Enterprise is around 16% of revenue. Next year, we were going to have a big growth on our enterprise business. Later, I will break down to you. And again, if you look to the whole industry, the consumer-wise, especially in the SSD for retail, demand is very weak, and I believe this will be the I don't see the big demand will be back, because if you buy a laptop, a desktop with the SSD 512 GB, 1 TB, you are not going to buy the 512 GB from retail. It's going to the 1 TB, 2 TB. So the unit wise will be declining, and they will ask mainly is high quality, high performance, and high brand, the good brands products. So what is the trend for futures? Futures, if any NAND related company, you do to the NAND supplier, everyone going to enterprise. In the SSD, everyone going to the AI application. And Phison, we are direct go to the PC OEM and also to the mobile brand company. Without that, you cannot move any of your components. And Phison has the best advantage is in the customized storage solution, mainly for automotive, for industry, for security, for out of space, the business. So Phison, since 3 years ago, to be honest, we realized that when the PC OEM start to put 512 GB into the PC, this is coming. So we are ready, we prepare a lot of a new solution for our futures. Okay, so our CQ3 result, revenue-wise, is slightly up YOY but declining QOQ because of very weak in the consumer market. But of course, we gain a little bit in the enterprise share, but still not enough. By profit-wise, YOY 2.2% up, by QOQ we're down 26.4%. Reason is the revenue drop a lot versus CQ2. So revenue-wise, you can see from the 16 billion down to 15, now down to 13. The reason is we don't want to go to follow the price war. We insist to follow our position to get more business with the customized, with the design project. Gross margin wise, okay, overall CQ3 29.2%, but we try to count back what happened to this 29%. We have our write down on inventory, which impact gross margin 3.3%. So if deduct this back, the operating margin is a 32.5%, which is little bit slightly lower than the CQ2. CQ2 is around 34%, so around 2% lower. But since from the market, you know the supply, the net supply, they are now start to ask a low aggressive price. We keep buying the inventory, but when we buying that, we need to write off our inventory. So this is the reason why we are below 30% since these 8 quarters. 用中文表达一下哈，最主要呢，在大家关心的毛利率呢，因为这个原厂在第3季度给了比较优惠的价格，那我们买进便宜的东西，自然的库存就要去做备底。那这个备底我要再澄清一下，备底不是不见掉，备底是把东西卖掉之后，我们的这个备底的钱就会回来账上。那10月份呢，我们因为呢有些库存卖掉，结果这个备底回来，让毛利率呢就冲得很高了。那主要呢，这个是因为 IFRS 的政策所影响的，在这个瞬间市场波动、材料价格波动的时候呢，对于毛利影响会变得比较大。那从长期来看的话呢，我们现在账上呢还有大概23、24亿左右的这个 write off。那意思说这东西卖掉之后呢，这 write off 就回来23、24亿回到我们的利益上。所以对于毛利率部分呢，我想这个是因为政策这个所造成的。那我们还是努力呢，在第4季度呢，希望可以维持一个比较好的毛利率。Earning wise, the CQ4 3.37. I need to break down what happened here. Write down impact close to the EPS 2 NT, means it's around 400 million NT. Okay. And the loss on finance means it's our investment to the public market, which is a -1 because CQ3, the stock market wise, is a kind of weak in the memory business. We have to invest to Phison and the OSC. We have to cover the loss for 1 NT EPS. Foreign exchange, especially in the September, the NT raised a lot. Our loss is close to the 1 NT. So if we add back, this is around close to 4 NT. We are around like 7 something EPS, which is close to our CQ2. CQ2, the reason we have some investment gain. So overall, by operating profit, CQ3 declining because of the write-off and also because of the revenue. 那中文再跟各位报告一下 ，EPS 呢这个大幅的回落，最主要的3个原因就是库存的部分呢，我们呢这个提的这个损失将近快影响了2块钱。那因为这个转投资，因为我们的战略投资 Phison 跟华泰的股价跌，造成了1块钱的这个损失。那外币呢，因为台币的这个升强，在第3季度，那损失了快1块钱的这个 EPS。那看起来汇率部分呢，最近台币因为美元的关系呢，台币应该可以变回来。那在库存的部分呢，再强调这个钱不是不见，这钱提列到我们账上大概有23、24亿左右的这方面的这个跌价损失，一旦卖掉之后，这个就会回来。那部分的库存在10月份卖掉，就已经回冲了大概一部分的这个获利回来。那再澄清一下，这个主要呢是因为 IFRS 的政策所造成的，对我们的整体的一个影响。Okay, back to our income statement. Revenue-wise, slow because of our market is slow. And overall, when look to the operating profit-wise, by CQ2, we are declining just because of the revenue, the impact by revenue. Look to our expense. Actually, by CQ3, we are controlling our expense, especially in the R&D expense. So, R&D expense is the lowest in these 4 quarters. Okay. I think the most impact is coming from the non-operating gain. Mainly is inventory. Mainly is the write-down and also the investment loss. Okay, and overall by the OP margin is around 8% versus the CQ2 12%, but better than last year CQ3. But again, overall we are still working hard, try to make sure this year we're able to gain the much better profit to contribute back to the shareholders. Okay, back to the balance sheet. Inventory wise, we are slightly declining the inventory, not because we are buying less. We keep buying more quantity, but the price from supplier are declining. Means the inventory by petabyte actually increasing, but the unit cost declining. Then the question is why we are keep buying. The reason is enterprise business. We need to keep accumulate our inventory for 2025 use. And the name vendor now more willing to offer lower price to us. 库存部分呢，再强调一下，我们还是持续在增加我们的库存，主要呢在这个 embedded 还有在这个企业级 SSD 的部分，因为这东西不是一天就买得到的。那原厂现在态度比较积极，也愿意给比较好的价格，所以呢，我们持续呢会采购增加我们在明年所需要企业级的库存。那这方面呢，一定会影响到这个库存的这个损失，但是这点呢也在我们的一个可以控制的范围之内。Okay, IFRS actually native is not much different. Okay, so it's slightly different because of some amortize of employee stock option, but this is a small number. Okay, so I think I can skip this one. Okay, October revenue is 3.7 billion. I think you may surprise. The reason is the demand. This year we don't see the Double 11 demand. We don't see the Christmas Black Friday demand. And this 3.7 billion most likely still coming from the industrial business, enterprise business, and also the mainly is embedded ODM business. We are not going to follow the consumer market because that one is too bloody. And if you can read some report from the China Module House, they are turned to loss since the CQ3. And I believe CQ4 they will turn to much bigger loss. Okay. 中文补充，业绩部分呢，在10月份的时候，这个双11的需求基本上没有看到，美国的耶诞节没有看到，整个市场的通膨影响的这个采购的这个能力。那我们的业绩呢，主要还是因为有跟企业级有关系，跟工业的应用有关系，还有跟这个汽车等等有关系。那在这方面呢，我们10月份的毛利率相对应比第3季还要再更好一些。最主要是因为呢产品线的组合的关系。那我可以理解呢，股东希望有这个 revenue， 但是因为在整体的大环境需求底下呢，第4季我觉得，那我们努力要找的是有利益的产品，而不是呢一昧的去谈这个营收。那待会呢会分析一下呢明年整体的一个看法。Okay, in auto wise.This year, we work very hard. We get extra 20 plus of a new design in, mainly from the US, Europe, and the China market. And this business on you get the design win is a 5 to 7 years longevity supply. So the price is fixed. So this one can help us to bring much better gross margin in the futures. So we also get some new products in our US Fed 4 in the automotive. And also we are engaging with our NAND semicon to get the more project and design win together in automotive. So this is event just happened in the Detroit. This is automotive we invite by the association to give a speech and to tell them what we did in the storage automotive. Okay, this is to share with you. Also, Phison, we are proud to get the world's first NAND controller independent supplier to achieve ISO SAE 21434 the certificate. Okay, this is we are the first one to get the approval, and this also can help us to gain more business opportunity and design win in the coming futures. Okay. Everybody may agree in the semicon today, only AI related business doing good. Other than AI, consumer, medical, everything weak. Okay. So, but the question is, since AI invests a lot, we can see a lot of a new data center under construction. This is the source we get from the market. By 2024, they still have around like 200 plus of a data center under construction. Why? Because of the AI application. When owns the data center ready, they are going to buy the equipment, the GPU, the CPU, and the storage. So this is what happened here. At the last 2 years, last 18 months, the CSP spent over $100 billion to buy the GPU. They need the GPU come back as a ROI, return of an investment. They need the users. So users once the users pay and use the AI, then this generate a lot of data. Then they need data center with the enterprise SSD。中文再强调一下，这个 AI 在 GPU 投了很多钱，要能够取得投资回报，必须要消费者愿意付钱，让他们来，就消费者愿意来用。那用了之后呢 ，AI 唯一产出就叫资料，资料快速产出需要有储存，储存就必须是所谓企业级的应用。在这方面呢，我们在跟这个美国很多的做这个企业级的 box 的客户已经取得了很多的这个成绩，在明年呢第一季末到第二季就可以看到我们在这产业的营收跟数字。所以对于明年来看的话呢，我们认为 Flash 现在整个业界大概认同明年下半年是缺货的，但是呢我们要探讨有缺货的紧凑呢会不会移到上半年，待会呢会有一些讨论跟分析。Okay, the new business of Phison AI is adaptive. We are promoting very hard. We have a big investment. We have a many product line in the business. Recently, we also got a lot of inquiry. We are not only selling the component, but now we are providing the server with our software application. But now we are facing two difficulty. Okay, the one difficulty is we expect the software company since early this year, they come to our ecosystem, they can build their software to support this ecosystem. But unfortunately, the market don't have enough of AI engineers. They also don't know what kind of business they can approach. So Phison, we have to develop all the software by ourselves. 我们呢本来期待呢很多软体公司可以加入，一起来建制这个 ecosystem。那确实有很多软体公司建，但是到最后呢，观望的气氛比较多。因为第一个他们对 AI 不熟悉，第二他们看不到他们应用的机会。所以呢，我们 Phison 自己呢必须要开发自己所用的这个软体。那这边呢跟各位呢来做一个 demo， 我们最近呢开发出来给客人使用的这个软体，跟 ChatGPT 有点像，但是呢，这个是我们 on-prem 自己开发的硬体跟这些软体。So on the time we are demoing this, OK， 这边呢我们在做这个现场的播。那我们现场在直接播这个东西，你们可以看到这个 demo。那我同时呢也做这方面的这个介绍。Let me introduce this, OK? We have a affordable hardware platform. We have a solution, but we have the software. This software 100% developed by Phison.
It can also customize the presentation layout according to the unique design needs of different industries. The AI assistant can automatically compose emails, generating content that is tailored to specific needs and contexts. It streamlines communication by drafting emails efficiently, ensuring that the tone, style, and information are appropriate for the intended recipient and purpose. The AI assistant can automatically analyze YouTube video content, identifying key themes, extracting valuable insights, and summarizing essential information. Using advanced natural language and video processing, it efficiently breaks down complex content into concise, understandable formats, making information retrieval easier and faster for users in various industries. The AI assistant can read and analyze documents automatically, extracting key information, identifying patterns, and summarizing content for quick insights. Leveraging natural language processing, it transforms complex documents into easily digestible formats, enhancing efficiency and supporting informed decision-making across various industries.
So, recently we got around 30 set of a POC order from our corporate customers, which is a server including with the Phison's our software. Recently, these few new features we are going to promote to the market to help the market more easier to adopt the generative AI on edge solutions. We also start to work very close not only in Taiwan but also in US, Southeast Asia, and the Europe customers. We also success to attract the GPU makers to have a POC with Phison. And this, since they have NDA, we are ongoing. Hopefully by end of CQ4, we are able to launch the products together with them. Okay. This is all the software, all the features developed by us. Phison, we also took 3 hospital projects in Taiwan, helping the hospital to build their on-prem AI solution. We also working with our Miaoli, the police stations, to help them to install one AI equipment here to help them to assist them to doing their document. And this is a lot of features we request by the corporate customers. So Phison now, we try to promote adaptive. At the past, we hope the software company can help to develop software, but unfortunately, Phison have to build everything by ourselves, and we did by ourselves. 用中文再补充，我们现在呢，基本上是必须从无到有自己去建造整个生态圈。这个就，当然有人说这个是有点臭美，但是呢，10几年前 NVIDIA 在开发 CUDA 的时候，也是从无到有自己开发出来的。我们希望呢，能够有一个好的雏形使用之后呢，能够吸引更多的软体公司进来一起共襄盛举。必须要有很多好的软体，我们的硬体才有办法卖得出去。但是呢，因为有好的软体之后呢，对于我们未来的生意，对我们的毛利率，因为软体毛利是100%嘛，那我们现在开始 license 我们的产品给我们的客户。除了卖的硬体的这个营收获利之外呢，我们还有软体每年的更新的收入，这是会是我们一个新的生意。Okay, second challenge. We have a lot of corporate business in worldwide. They like to use our solution. They like to buy the server, the software from us, but they tell us they don't have engineers, capable engineers to handle. So they ask Phison to send our engineer to their office, or we need to train the engineers. So we realized this market we don't have enough of AI talent. So we developed the so-called AI training PC. By coming CES, the market can see the GPU company is going to promote this AI training PC in the market. Why? This is mainly for education. Imagine one thing. Every university, they want to have an AI class. Every student, they like to have a GPU machine to learn the AI. But unfortunately, GPU machine too expensive. And this machine, we aim to $4,000 US. So school can buy. The parents also can buy for their kid. So we already got attract the GPU makers to cover on this platform. And to move to the volume wise, this is much easier and much faster. So we hope Phison will donate this to our Taiwan Yangming Jiao Tong University. We're also going to talk to the NTU, NCKU, NTHU. We believe this can go popular soon to help to train the talent immediately from the university, and also can help to train the talent in the market. 所以这个呢，我们看到的机会在于它可以快速的普及。目前呢，已经有跟 GPU 公司在合作 ，CES 会拿出来做这个展览。同时呢，在全球教育界呢，我们在美国、在中国大陆、在台湾，我们积极的在铺建这个产品线。那这个产品线呢，会比我们卖 Adaptive 来的更快，因为它是学习用途，它并不是产业用途。Okay, so back to our the current OPEX. Actually, by CQ3, we are controlling our R&D expense. So overall, the expense is lower than our last 2 quarters. But anyway, we believe by CQ4, we still can able to earn good enough profit to us. So we still able to have a good revenue, a good profit, and good cash dividend to our shareholders. Okay, let me have some summarize. Overall, the consumer market is very weak. The consumer retail SSD is super poor because of not necessary to buy from the market. With the AI solution, we gain a lot of good attraction from the market. Not only the enterprise customer, but also the GPU makers. We engage with the one GPU makers. They send their server to us. We are ongoing doing the POC. Hopefully by end of December, we can launch together. And for the AI training PC, this is the one can help us to gain the faster revenue because much easier to adapt by the market. So enterprise SSD, we gain at least 5 box maker in US. We engage with them. We customize our solution to them. The revenue wise will start to happen by end CQ1, starting by early CQ2. So this will be our revenue generator and our profit generator next year. Last, Phison, we start to build a team to develop our in-house software for adaptive. I don't like to do that, but I got no choice because without the software, we can't able to sell more of our solutions. But with the software ready, the software is not going by free, it's by license. So the margin of software can be 100%. So next year, we expect when the AI training PC popular, more talent trend from the school and from the market, we are able to sell more our solution to get more hardware revenue profit and also the software profit. So this is a summarize. So a few Q&A question. Let me finish, then we can go to online. Inventory wise, we still accumulate the enterprise our inventory, especially in the controller and NAND. The NAND is for the very specific NAND partners, which they cannot supply you in one day. So we start to accumulate for our next year use. Industry-wise, demand turned to strong. So we need to keep some, mainly for automotive. There got some component is going to EOL. So we need to accumulate 7 years inventory. Embedded ODM, we are now work directly with the PC tier 1 OEM. We need to ship to them next year, first half component. If NAND price is good enough, we need to start accumulate. And the retail is very weak, but we still need to have maintain our share. USB, memory card, and the SSD, and also the gaming one. Okay. The news saying that regarding the production cut, according to our contact, the answer is yes. The cutting is happening. Of course, they have a rumor saying that the cutting is really impact the market or not. But let's see, by December, we believe December, more name vendor will jump in to say they are going to cutting the production. The reason is very simple. At the last 5 quarters, they lost 40 billion accumulate in the NAND business. In the CQ1, CQ2 this year, business good, but they not earn back 40 billion yet. So I can expect they don't like to keep losing money. And by the way, next year, the enterprise for AI is strong. They also don't like to see the price going to minus margin. So cutting is going to happen. So this question is, when is consumer market coming back? For retail SSD, I think it's gone. Gone doesn't mean it's nothing. Gone means it's going to be very niche because it's not necessary to upgrade 100%. Or maybe only like the PC users 5% upgrade their SSD from 512 to 2 terabyte. Means they need the quality, they need the brand, they need the service. And Phison, we are good in this business. We are not the price killer. Inflection, actually, if you all agree, other than AI, is very, very weak in the business. So that's why we are working hard to get the AI adaptive business and also enterprise business. Next year, US election is done, so we don't know what's going to happen. Either inflation up or inflation down. But no matter what, Phison, we always make ourselves ready for our next challenge. Good thing is adaptive, getting much smooth. Highlight by the CPU company, we have a POC. Enterprise SSD, we got lots of project ongoing which can contribute the revenue. Customer module, they have a lot of customer module ongoing by NRE base. And last is we are moving to the software business. Hopefully, software can contribute some 100% gross margin to us in next year. Okay, so this is my presentation. We can go to the online.
Yeah, so now we start the Q&A section for online investor and participant. If you want to ask any questions, please raise your hand and I will unmute you to start the questions. Thank you. So my first question is, can we provide the outlook or guidance for Q4 regarding the each of sector, including consumer, industrial, gaming, or embedded ODM? Thank you.
Okay, we have a system. Every month, we have a system to show me the order we collect. In this year, the lowest order collect was happened by September. Okay, October, the order we collect by dollar amount improved 20% versus September. November, we still try to collect more revenue. Of course, when I say that no Black Friday, but still they got some rush order from gaming, from PC, from some high-end products. But in that enterprise-wise, we still getting our business. But enterprise-wise, recently we aim to mainly is an AI application, which is a high-density products. This ongoing 5 project with the customers, this revenue will happen by end CQ1 next year. So overall by CQ4, controller I think demand is okay because the PC, our name makers start to pull in controllers. Industrial wise is good. Gaming is a question. I don't know is Christmas really improve the gaming demand. OEM is okay. But overall CQ4 I believe the goal is to keep flat of a CQ3 revenue. This is the goal. Okay, unless we are willing to cut price to get the order. Unless, but I not much wish to cut price. The reason is we still collecting the inventory for our enterprise and embedded ODM. So overall, the wish is to keep flat by CQ4. Okay.
Okay, thank you, Cass. My second question is in terms of your gross margin. In Q3, you mentioned that around 2% gross margin was impacted by inventory write-up. So which means another around 2% gross margin is impacted by probably your product mix or your pure product or ASP. So my question is that you mentioned that your pricings in Q3 or even Q4 can still maintain in a stable level because you don't want to join the price war, and your product mix in Q3 seems better because your industrial and enterprise remain good. So I just wonder which factor impact your gross margin by around 2% in Q3, and how do we look at your gross margin in Q4?
Okay.
I mean without inventory write-off. Yeah.
Yeah. Q4 the goal is flat as a Q3. The goal. The reason is, first we have some high cost inventory happen by Q1, Q2, but write off something in the CQ3. You can see around 3.3%, right? Write off. So some high cost inventory start to write off, and we are buying the lowest price from the market. One thing is when market slow, right? We selling price definitely have to go low, but I don't want to go that crazy low to minus. When I look to the module house in China, since May, June, they start be very aggressive in price, cutting price. Now CQ3 they lose money. CQ4 I can tell you is a bit loss on their business. But Phison, luckily we have some high mix industrial enterprise. The goal is CQ4 we like to keep flat. Okay. We also can expect some NRE coming from our design service customers. Okay, I believe CQ4 since the market is slow, we think the NAND manufacturer may keep telling the market they are going to cut the production. If this is true, then we need to see the demand will turn to good or the confidence will turn to good by next year CQ1. Okay.
Okay, thank you. We had one question from our investor. The first one is if our AI SSD, the penetration rate can be largely adopted by market, will other competitors or NAND manufacturer release those kind of similar products in the future?
Since this is in the Mandarin, I use Mandarin answer. Okay. 我们的这个我先定义这个叫 adaptive 的 SSD 啦哈。确实这个产品呢，很多人觉得很简单，但是呢，除了这个 SSD 硬体之外呢，还有大量的软体，那个 driver、middleware， 还有应用，还有等等的问题。我第一个不认为原厂会做这个事情，因为呢，我们从去年就开始 announce 我们在做这个事。原厂对于这个市场所能消耗的 petabyte， 老实说不多。那目前确实有原厂跟我们接触，希望全年提供他方案，他只要做销售就好，意思说生意还是会在我们这边。 那在中国大陆呢，有没有在做类似的？我相信一定有，但是呢，我觉得要到成熟呢，需要很长的时间。那中国大陆呢，我们已经提早在布局了。那各位呢，不要忘记这个生意呢，其实要跟 GPU 来搭配。目前呢，能够提供 GPU 就3家嘛，我们这3家都已经取得所谓的认可。那在其他呢，推出一些产品出来，需要比较长时间去做测试。那这点，我认为他们的这个进入市场会很慢。只是呢，我们在台湾也有一些合作伙伴，那确实他们也认为说他们可以自己做，确实有合作伙伴进来做这个产品。那我们的立场也很清楚，该有的专利我们申请了，该有的这个 know how 我们有。那如果该采取什么行动，我们就会采取该有的这个行动来保障我们的利益了。但是我还是觉得这东西没有那么简单，我们已经花了1年多时间在上面了。那相信呢，各种软体的这个做好之后呢，对明年帮助在营收获利帮助很大。那对手部分呢，我比较不担心。原厂不会做，要做大概会找我们，因为原厂都要面子啦。他如果说我们的东西它变成是抄袭的话，这个不好看。那大陆呢，我们就采取呢该竞争就去竞争，但是我觉得领先的程度。那台湾确实有合作伙伴呢来做一样的事情，我们也跟他挑明的讲，如果是这样的话呢，该怎么办我们就会怎么办。OK，
英文还是要讲一下。
So I just explained adaptive. I don't think the NAND company they're willing to do by themselves since Phison announced this is our products. And we have already got one NAND company come to us to work to ask how Phison to help them develop this. They just can't say flash. Okay, so we believe if NAND company willing to do this, we can take the business. China, we believe a lot of module house doing the same thing, but this is not easier because they have a lot of software activity. We have a Taiwan partner work with us, taking our product. Now they try to develop by themselves. We give a message to them. It's simple. Once this happens, we will take any action to protect ourselves if they want to go to their way. But I don't think they are willing to go to their way because we will strongly protect our benefit. Okay.
Okay, thank you, Kes. My last question, my third question is in terms of your visibility on the NAND price trend. That means currently we do see NAND spot price or module price is declining, and you also mentioned that you expect that probably NAND will shortage again in second half next year. So when do we expect that NAND price can have revisions to expect meaningful growth on this, no matter spot price or contract price in the future? Thank you.
Okay, this market is very transparent. You go to see what is market price by CQ3, and you deflate to the NAND companies, their financial book. You can easily to know their gross margin. Okay, and by every month the price declining, maybe 2 to 3 months the gross margin will turn to minus. I mean component in wafer wise. So I can see the NAND company, they're not willing to cut the price under margin. On the other hand, they're selling the enterprise SSD, they still enjoy very good margin. Why they keep selling the wafer to the market? Just because the consumer market is so slow. It's so slow. In this case, right, in order to protect their benefit, their profit, they may start to reduce the shipment of wafer to the market. They have to make sure their drive, enterprise drive market, the price can keep stable. So we also can see the enterprise users, they have a demand, but they push out their purchase order to next year. They also expect the NAND company willing to cut down the price. But if by December, if NAND companies start to suffer the component minus margin, they start to announce to cut the production, then the buyer of enterprise, they may to think, do they need to buy now or they push out? If this is the case, right, this may create a kind of phenomenon, the demand turn to strong on enterprise. Okay, so I have no comment yet, but we can see by December, the NAND company what they are going to do. But I have a strong confidence cut production is going to happen if the price keep declining.
Thank you. My next question is in terms of your enterprise. It seems like you got so many design wins and market shares currently. So how do we expect that your enterprise contribution in the future? And we know that enterprise gross margins or profitability is significantly better than your consumer product. So how do we expect that it can, probably boost the gross margins or profitability in the future if their contribution getting bigger? Thank you.
Okay, Phison's enterprise SSD, we have a two business model. One, we sell the drive. Second, we're doing design service. We're helping our customer doing the design, the whole drive, with our certain agreed gross margin. Okay, so when talk about enterprise, in a whole enterprise, the drive itself, maybe let's say the 64 terabyte drive, the NAND component price is around 90% of the drive. So this business will be like kind of a three-party business. We work with our customers. We both work together with the NAND company. They negotiate the price. We take the wafer, take the flash, helping them to build the drive with our certain agreed gross margin. Okay, so I want to just clarify, enterprise SSD don't expect the gross margin can be 40-50%. Impossible, because the NAND component is a 60 to 90% of the drive. But we are able to improve our buying power. Then we can use the same value of a component price to sell to other small, the tier 2, tier 3, tier 4. With a customized design, we can gain our extra profit. So I'm hard to answer you what kind of a gross margin is going to happen on enterprise, but this can create first our revenue, our net profit, and improve our buying power. And by the way, sorry to say that, if we are in the NAND business, we cannot rely on USB, SD, retail SSD anymore because gone. Since we need to go to grow ourselves, enterprise SSD is a must to get this industry. Okay, I believe with enterprise next year we grow revenue, we grow net profit. Okay.
Thank you very much. My next question is also in terms of your data centers or automotive opportunity. I think preferably you release your retimer, and I think you also have a very good design capability on your controller. So how do we expect that your data center business can probably bundle those your good quality products on the logic product with your modules or memory products in several data centers? Also auto as well. Thank you.
Okay. Again, the whole market, other than AI, everything's slow. Even today's, since the last few quarters, data center for storage also slow because all the budget of a CSP, they go to buy GPU. But sooner or later, they focus to the storage, because without storage, they cannot generate their revenue and their profit. Okay, so look to this industry. Retimer, we are latecomer, but we gain a few projects. We work with a CPU company. We work together with them. We also work with their server motherboard makers. We get a few projects from them, and this gross margin is much better than any other business because this is niche, and we have a good quality of products. Second, for data center, the SSD, we not able to get the tier 1 data center because we are small. So we work with our US partner who making the box. We design the enterprise SSD for them. We build the drive for them. Then they sell to the data center with our drive, with our service. But we now, Phison's policy since this CQ3, we start to engage with the end users. What is the end users? Who buy the equipment installed to the data center, we direct work with them. This just because we want to shorten the design path, closes the relationship, increase our influence power. We need to let them know who we are. They're happy with us. Then they prefer to ask their assembly house to use a Phison component, not only the retimer, but also the driver, our SSD, our boot drive. So this business, we need time to invest, we need time to cook, but we already there. Again, let me repeat. If we are in the NAND business, without going to data center, without going to the AI to customize, gone, finish. Because you can't see future in the retail. Okay.
Okay, thank you. We got one question from Simo. Simo, you may start your questions.
Okay, yeah, thank you. Can you hear me well?
Yes.
Sorry, I'm now using the PC.
Yeah, pretty cool.
You can. Okay, great. Yeah. So, Mr. Fu, would you recap why the inventory write-down happened? Because I raised the same question a year ago. When the NAND price was very weak, but you said no inventory write-down. But today, still NAND price okay, but why we have to see the 3% of the revenue is off? Thank you.
I don't know where you see the NAND price is okay, but I can share with you price CQ September versus June. The price I purchased, I got 45% discount. This I can share with you. I got 45% discount. What you see today is not NAND price. You see is enterprise SSD price. SSD price is good, but component price is very weak. Actually, my supplier told me by September, when they sell me those wafer, they said they are in minus margin.
Okay, but back to a year ago, you remember the like 2023 second quarter, third quarter basis, and then the price also collapsed a lot, and then the GOC also recorded record high amount of the loss at the time. How do you compare current
Simon,
price?
Simon, okay, very simple. You see, in this, you see the mouse, right? The cursor, right?
Yeah.
CQ1, CQ2, component price is high. The TLC is around 7 cents per gigabyte. Okay? And here, I'm telling you, I got 45% discount. So, from that one, I need to write off, okay? Back to the last year. Last year, the worst high cost happened by 22 CQ3, CQ4.
Yeah.
In the 23, CQ1 already touched bottom. Component price already bottom price up. So no write-off. Write-off only happen from high price going to down price, like CQ1, CQ2 now. So means by CQ1 next year, we no need to write off. We may write back.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, the final question is, when we look at the spot price, still the NAND price getting weaker. So should we expect a further inventory write-down for December quarter then?
Okay, depends on this. We call offset. On the book, we have a close to 2.3 billion NT reserve. When we start to use those component write-off, then the reserve will coming back to the book. And we buy something cheaper, then we make to write-off. So sorry to say, I can't tell you. But in the October, since we got some old inventory we sell to the market, we write back 5% of gross margin. So to be honest, I can't tell you what is going to happen because this will be complicated.
Yeah, it's okay if I ask some very quick question. Sorry, October revenue collapsed. It was much lower than the market expectation. But meanwhile, you are saying December quarter revenue likely flat, quarter on quarter. That means you have to sell lots of the, here we go. So you have to sell lots of the, your products through the November, December.
No,
so
I'm saying that my goal, we are working very hard. Okay, but again, the market other than AI is very, very weak. You look to the Korean business, right? Only Hynix doing good. The rest of Hynix, other than HBM, other than enterprise SSD, gone. Right? Smartphone, very bad. So I'm not complaining. This is all about high inflation. But we still working hard on adaptive. We still working hard on enterprise SSD. Try to see if we can improve. But next year definitely will be good.
However, you mentioned that there are some software problem, so we have to wait to see the better software to promote your AI adaptive, right?
Yes, very true, very true. I'm also feel very painful because a lot of software company, they didn't pay their time to develop. We try to do everything by ourselves. This is something like NVIDIA 15 years ago, they started the cool down, right? But we start to build our fundamental on software. Once our software ready, we can get extra gross margin, 100% gross margin.
Very quickly, Mr. Phua, AI adaptive revenue now is 0 or 1?
No. Still there. We sell our AI 100 SSD to the market. But again, it's very difficult because no software. So now we are selling the whole server. CQ3, we ship over 30 server to our customers.
Yeah.
With our software, and the margin is much better.
So this portion out of total enterprise solution, I remember you have about high teen percentage of the total revenue is the enterprise solution.
That's a SSD. Yeah, this is a server-wise still small because only like 30 plus set, right? But I want to clarify, this AI training PC can move much faster. Because this is only like $4,000-5,000 products. Okay, then we attract coming CES. The GPU company is going to promote this.
Okay, so what percentage of this revenue out of total enterprise revenue?
Still small. Forget it. Still small. It's not zero, not big, but we are going to disclose this next year when we start to see the volume coming. We are still undercooking. We are still developing.
So two things, but still your company, okay, profitable, OP margin, high single digit. So even the NAND price currently weak, but we don't have to worry about the margin squeeze further. Still EPS number generate positive. No need to worry about negative margin.
No, CQ4, our operating margin is still positive. Actually, since October, we have a write back. We sell the old inventory, which write off, then they write back the. We're doing good. We're doing good. So CQ4, I'm still optimistic on our net profit because Phison still have other many investment is with a good return.
But the investors' concern is sort of the downward trend. Your gross margin was so great last year when the NAND chip makers really suffered, and then Q1, Q2 also so great. I remember you emphasized record high revenue, record high gross margin, but eventually your margin now shaky, squeezing. So this is a kind of the 1 quarter phenomenon, or maybe at least 2 or 3 quarters of winter season, or
I think 2 quarters.
2 quarters enough. So
hey, Simon, we are not God. We cannot manage what's going to happen, right? Again, due to your Korea industry, Hynix enjoy others shit, right? But at least we work very hard to keep company profitable. By the way, we keep investing for futures. So I am to say that this margin maybe like 2 quarters, but next year when the new products ready, everything good, we bet. But you look to the other my competitors. Without the enterprise, without the AI, without customized product, without automotive, how can they survive? Again, if they cannot survive, they are suffer. That means we are able to get major share, right? Look to Hynix. 5 years, 7 years ago, Hynix, how can they compete Samsung? But you see, what different? So look more further. Okay, we keep investing. When people love Hynix, they're saying Samsung stronger. 5 years due to the Intel AMD, right? We are investing.
But, we never seen like below the 30% gross margin for the past few years or so. And then if this sub 30% gross margin continues into December quarter, March quarter, it's kind of the little headache.
It is what it is. But at least I'm telling the shareholders, look to the future.
Mm.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're gonna return continuously or 60-70% EPS for dividend, right?
Yes. Policy never change.
All right, sir. Oh, sorry, I took too much
Okay.
time. I pass over to the operator for
Yeah.
other guys' question opportunity.
Yeah.
Thank you, Mr. Paul.
Okay, one question on the list, right? 明年企业及主控有机会接到内年厂订单的展望。如果我告诉你答案是的，因为有一家正在进行中了，进行中，因为我们有领先的这个机会。Okay. So the question is asking about next year, is that Phison able to get the NAND company's enterprise SSD controller? The answer is yes. It's ongoing. Okay.
Okay. Yeah. There's no more questions. So I have another question. Is that how do we look at OPEX for Q4 or next year? Do we plan to hire more employees or headcounts in the future?
Okay, we have around 3,000 engineers in the Phison headquarters. We keep recruiting, but not heavy, not crazy recruit. We internally push the engineer team to use our adaptive to improve our efficiency. So by overall, the headcount increase is only single digit. Okay. On the meantime, Phison also every month we review the engineering team. If the low performers, we let go. So this whole year, the headcount increase by R&D is a single digit. Next year, looks like most likely is a single digit to 10%. But follow what the market status. So means,
Got it.
yeah, last year I was saying 24 we are going to control our OPEX and we make it.
Got it. And my next question is in terms of geopolitical concern. Do we see any, any concern or risk due to the geopolitical, or will U.S. government ask us to, relocate our module production line out from Asia to U.S.? Will that leading to a higher cost of goods sold to us?
Okay, Phison's my plan. First, we have a China investment. Hopefully, they can go public next year. Then we can get our extra market share and also our return. Okay, and China, this is what their policy. We can't do anything, but we can use subsidiary to get the business there. India, try to learn the China way. So we have a joint venture in India helping our JV in India to get the local domestic business. And this is ongoing. We start to get adaptive business from local, enterprises from local. We believe this company can grow. And of course, the goal is go to public. To become local in the company, Phison can get business share and also return of investment. And we also built our second, I can call it headquarters in Malaysia, because asked by US customers, Taiwan, they say it's risky. Malaysia start to establish the R&D team. We have around 50 headcounts, start to develop them, training them, the enterprise SSD firmware development. So we are going to use Malaysia as our hub for future Southeast Asia business, Middle East business. US, Taiwan cover the US business, and if talking about manufacturing in US is simple because Phison we need only assembly, and we have a lot of US local partner. If you say the cost is higher, we sell higher price. But at the end, inflation is happen again. If this, is a trend. But the good thing is that Phison, we have a very special position. We are able to provide every storage solution to the market. So customer, they need Phison. Okay.
Got it. I have no more questions, and I think due to time interest, I think that's the end of our call today. Thank you everyone to attend our call today, and we'll see you next time. Bye bye.
Okay, thank you.